lost lovers take their lives.
There you go. Good job, guys. That was an example of a clear message that you were able to communicate very well. But the essential question of our presentation is, what are the consequences of miscommunication, which there are a number of occurrences of in the play Romeo and Juliet. And even with all of the modern methods of communication that we have today, there's still occasions on which we send mixed messages, or we are unable to adequately convey our ideas, feelings, our needs. So this theme, though it appears in a play that was written several hundred years ago, is still very relevant. That said, can we begin? Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, or, if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's a Montague? It is neither hand, it is nor hand nor foot, nor arm nor face. Oh, be some other name belonging to a man. What is in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes. Without that title, Romeo, doff thy name, and for that name, which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but low, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth, I never will be Romeo.
Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. I have a faint cold thrills through my veins. That almost freezes up the heat of life. I'll call them back again to comfort me. Nurse, what should she do here? My dismal scene I needs must act alone. Come, Vial, what if this mixture do not work at all? Shall I be married then tomorrow morning? No, no, you shall forbid it. Lie thou there. What if it be a poison, which the friar subtly hath administered to have me dead, lest in this marriage he should be dishonored, because he married me before to Romeo? I fear it is, and yet methinks it should not, for he hath still been tried a holy man. I will not entertain so bad a thought. How if, when I am laid into the tomb, I wake before the time that Romeo come to redeem me? There's the fearful point. Shall I not, then, be stifled in the vault, to whose foul mouth no healthsome air breathes in, and there die, strangled, ere my Romeo comes? Or, if I live, it is not very like the horrible conceit of death and night, together with the terror of the place, as in a vault, an ancient receptacle, where for this many hundred years the bones of all my buried ancestors are packed, where bloody Tybalt, yet but green in earth, lies festering in his shroud, where, as they say, at some hours in the night, spirits resort. Alack, alack, it is not like that I, so early wakening, what with loathsome smells and shrieks like mandrakes torn out of the earth, that living mortals, hearing them, run mad. Oh, if I walk, shall I not be distraught, environed with all these hideous fears, and madly play with my forefathers' joints, and pluck the mangled Tybalt from his shroud, and, in this rage, with some great kinsman's bone, as with a club, dash out my desperate brains. Oh, look, methinks I see my cousin's ghost, seeking out Romeo, that did spit his body upon a rapier's point. Stay, Tybalt, stay. Romeo, Romeo, Romeo. Here's the drink, I drink to thee.
Go waken Juliet. Go and trim her up. I'll go and chat with Paris. Hi, make haste, make haste. The bridegroom, he is come already. Make haste, I say.
Mistress, what? Mistress, Juliet, fast, I warned her she. Why, lamb, why, lady, fie, you slug a bed. Why, love, I say, madam, sweetheart, why, bride? What, not a word? You take your pennyworths now, sleep for a week. For the next night, I warrant, the county Paris hath set up his rest, that you shall rest but little. God forgive me. Marry and amen. How sound is she asleep? I needs must wake her. Madam! Aye, let the county take you in your bed. He'll fright you up. In faith, will it not be? What, dressed and in your clothes and down again? I must needs wake you, lady, lady, lady. Alas, alas, help, help! My lady's dead. Oh, where a day that ever I was born, some aqua vitae ho, my lord, my lady.
What noise is here?
Oh, lamentable day!
What is the matter?
Look, look! Oh, heavy day!
Oh me, my child, my only life. Revive. Look up, or I will die with thee. Help, help, call help.
For shame, bring Juliet forth. Her lord is come.
She's dead, deceased. She's dead. Alack the day.
Alack the day, she's dead, she's dead, she's dead.
For here lies Juliet, and her beauty makes this vault a feasting presence full of light. Death, lie thou there, by a dead man interred. How oft, when men are at the point of death, have they been married, which their keepers call a lightning before death. Oh, how may I call this a lightning? O my love, my wife, death, that hath sucked the honey of thy breath, hath had no power, yet upon thy beauty. Thou art not conquered. Beauty's ensign, yet is crimson in thy lips and in thy cheeks, and death's pale flag is not advanced there. Tybalt, lies thou there in thy bloody sheet. Oh, what more favor can I do to thee, than with that hand that cut thy youth in twain, to surrender his that was thine enemy? Forgive me, cousin. Ah, dear Juliet, why art thou yet so fair? Shall I believe in that unsubstantial death in armorous, and that the lean, abhorred monster keeps thee here in dark to be his paramour? For fear of that, I still will stay with thee, and never from this palace of dim night depart again. Here will I remain, with worms that are thy chambermaids. Oh, here will I set up my everlasting rest, and shake the yoke of inauspicious stars from this world weary flesh. Eyes, look your last arms, take your last embrace, and lips, O you, the door of breath, seal with a righteous kiss, a dateless bargain to engrossing death. Come, bitter conduct, come, unsavory guide, thou desperate pilot, now at once run on, the dashing rocks thy seasick, weary bark. Here's to my love, O true apothecary, thy drugs are quick, thus with a kiss I die.
Go! Get thee hence, for I will not away. What's here? A cup closed in my true love's hand? Poison, I see, hath been his timeless end. O churl, drunk all and left no friendly drop to help me after? I will kiss thy lips. Haply some poison yet doth hang on them, to make me die with a restorative. Thy lips are warm. Yea, noise, then I'll be brief. O happy dagger, this is thy sheath. There rest and let me die.